So for today's express stretch break, we're going to be doing everything on the floor. All you need is a mat or just the floor that you have. So I just want you to sit tall and I want you to reach for your toes. Just stretching out through the back of the hamstrings and the back of the calf. If the toes is a little tough, you can always reach for the ankles. It's always important to hold about 15-30 seconds with a stretch. All right, so the next one is we're going to do a figure 4. So if you know what the number 4 looks like, you're going to cross your ankle over your knee. So my right ankle is over my left knee. Now I could either bring my foot forward or I could sit into it. All right, so either bring the foot forward or sit into it, feeling the stretch. So with the leg that's up, it's going to be the glute that's going to be feeling the stretch. Now, if you feel like that's a little much, you could always just figure 4 it with the leg straight and then just lean forward that way. You don't feel it as much, but it's modification. All right, let's switch legs. So I'm going to go left ankle over right knee. Either move the foot forward or lean into it. Ready? Go. So again, feeling the stretch through the side with the leg that is up. Feeling it in the hip. Again, if we do a lot of sitting, this particular stretch is good for that. All right, so now we're going to turn onto our side. So this one is usually done standing up, but if you don't have the best balance, you could do it lying down, and that is a quad stretch. So you're going to grab the back of your foot, and you want to keep your body in line, so shoulder, hip to heel, and just pull back on your foot, feeling that stretch through the front part of your leg. So just holding it. Now, if you want to feel that stretch a little more, you can actually push that knee back behind you just a little bit and feel that stretch kind of travel upward into the upper part of the leg. All right, let's turn it over. All right, so grabbing the back of that foot, again, keeping shoulder, hip to heel and knee straight across, taking that bend out of your hip. Since we do a lot of sitting, there, that bend that we get, within that, hip, those muscles get tight. So it's always important to stretch it out. Again, push that knee back if you want to feel it a little more, otherwise stay where you are. Excellent. All right, so for the next one, we are going to lie on our stomach. Option 1 is a modified dolphin, or upward dog, whichever one they call it. As a yoga pose, you could be on your elbows, stretching through the front of your core. Otherwise, you push through your hands. I've got to learn my yoga poses. But again, feeling that stretch through the core. Again, because we sit, and especially if we tend to round those shoulders forward, and we tend to lean forward into our computer. Those muscles within our abs do get very tight, just let you know. All right, so for the next stretch, which is for the back of the leg. So option 1 is you can get into a runner's sort of stance. and just do one leg. So that way you just kind of feel it out. Pushing the leg that's straight, pushing that heel back into the floor to what's comfortable to you. And then switch and do the other leg. If you want an option, you could always go into a mountain pose and you could do both legs at the same time. It is a little more intense, but the idea is that you're just bending from the hip. And so it looks like an upside down V, feeling that stretch through the back of the lower leg. Excellent. All right. Okay, so sitting, facing up. So our hands are going to be behind us. And I want you to kind of stick your chest out so you feel the stretch through the front part of the shoulder into the chest. And you can either slide yourself forward if that's too much, then just stick your chest out as far as to what is comfortable. And just hold. Like I was saying, when you're sitting in a chair and the shoulders are rolling forward, when we're at our computer, those muscles in the front part of our upper body do get tight. Excellent. All right. So for the next one, I want you to just sit up. I'll scoot back just a little bit. And you can have one hand on the ground and the other one is reaching. And so we're stretching through the muscles in our back. Our back right underneath the armpit. Really reach. All right, let's go other side. So reach. Excellent. All right, so for the next one. So again, as I'm always talking about the computer and sitting at the computer and I'm talking about all those muscles within our neck, we're gonna do a stretch. We're going to take one hand, you're gonna gently grab the side of your head and you're gonna pull, just gently, pull that ear towards the shoulders. So right ear, right shoulder, just feeling that stretch underneath the left ear all the way down. If you want to feel a little more, outreach the left hand. And again, be gentle. It's just feeling a stretch. Excellent. Keep holding. Again, be gentle. All right, release. And now we're going to go the other side. So left hand is going to pull just gently, left ear to left shoulder. And again, if you want, you can outreach that right hand. Again, you can do these stretches standing up. If you choose to, I just like to mix it up. All right, so the next stretch that we are going to do is for the muscles underneath. All right, so we're always looking down at our phone, at the computer. So we're going to stretch that area out. So I want you to look up and I want you to keep your mouth closed. And I want you to push your jaw forward and feel the stretch underneath your neck. All right, okay, so the next one, we're gonna reach the arm across the body. Now you can use your right hand to grab your left elbow, or use your right hand to grab your left hand and just pull that arm across. I'm not twisting my body, I'm still keeping everything straight forward and just feeling the stretch through the back. Excellent. All right, let's go other side. Again, still sitting up tall. All right, so second to last one. So I'm just gonna get into a kneeling position just to take that bend out of my hip. And again, you can do it standing or kneeling, but hand out, you're gonna pull on your palm. Awesome, so feeling that stretch through the lower part of your arm. Again, if you do a lot of typing, always a good one to do. All right, let's switch hands. So left hand is going to pull on the right palm. And again, arm is straight out. You could do it with your elbow by your side. But the idea is to feel that stretch. All right, last and final one is we're now going to flip that hand over. You're going to take your right hand, you're going to kind of put it right between your pointer finger and your thumb. And you're just going to pull it down so you feel it through the top of the lower part of your arm. Again, when you're typing, sometimes you have your wrist in a flexed position and that can start to bother the top. All right, let's go left. So kind of hook right between the thumb and the pointer finger on your right. Excellent job. Good job, everyone. So just to let you know that Express Full Body will be happening here in a couple of minutes. So just stay logged on.